Nikki Haley is in direct competition with Marco Rubio to be the new face of the Republican Party. And of course,
she's smarter than him, though.
She probably is smarter than him. He's not the brightest bulb. But they both know that the new face of the Republican Party has to look a lot like the old face of the Republican Party, and particularly if their literal face does not look like the vast majority of the Republican Party. So they've got to talk like they're the old face Republican Party. Here she is on, where is it? The recount.
No, the recount got the video, right?
Oh, got the video. Where is this? All right, here she is. Well, let's watch.
Regardless, this interview was it went a little viral this morning, in this clip in particular.
We seriously need to have a conversation that if you're going to have anyone above a certain age in a position of power, whether it's the House, whether it's the Senate, whether it's vice president, whether it's president, you should have some sort of cognitive test. Like, just like you have to show your tax returns, you should have some sort of health screening so that people have faith in what you're doing. And right now, let's face it, we've got a lot of people in leadership positions that are old.
That was on purpose, the tax returns comment.
Sorry, your entire party is constantly concerned trolling over pandemic response policies, but now we want to empower psychiatrists to say, actually, this politician doesn't pass the test.
She doesn't.
This is
mean
insane.
It. Didn't Trump do this? Person, woman, man, camera, TV. Do we all forget that he had that psychological test?
And he nailed it. He nailed it.
He was able to figure it out.
But let's be honest. First of all, in addition to the fact that her party has completely abolished the idea of releasing taxes, there's no subjective assessment of the taxes except for by the voter.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, the taxes exist. There's a process that's there, and you can assess. Like, I don't think this person's paying enough taxes.
We don't have a presidential tax parliamentarian, for example.
Yes.
And we shouldn't.
Or some type of person who divines what the meaning of, the dark meaning of the taxes are. No, it's pretty straightforward. A cognitive test, I'm curious as to what that would be. Maybe like a driving test? You got to pass a driving test? I mean,
when's the last time you think Trump drove a car?
I am in favor, I think, of maybe a mandatory retirement age. That I might be open to.
This is just a way to go after Biden for that he doesn't have control of himself, and that's what they're going to run with, right? There's somebody behind the curtain pulling the strings. It's not a bad strategy, but I just want to return to her tax returns comment briefly, because a lot of people are pointing out online, oh, look at this hypocrite, right? Does she not remember that Trump didn't disclose his tax returns? She does. She's saying this to box him out in 2024.
Well, she's not just saying to box him out over the taxes too. She's probably got some questions about his cognitive abilities.
That's where they got this from. This was from the Trump administration when liberals were saying we need a 25th Amendment him because he's clearly nuts.
Yep.
Well, he is clearly nuts, but the problem is that then you set up this exact moment where Nikki Haley is using that against Biden, who's has trouble sometimes speaking.
I think the 25th Amendment is different than a cognitive test, because the 25th Amendment is really what is going on in the White House that inspires the people around that person to invoke the 25th Amendment. And if they do that for Biden or Trump or whomever, then, it doesn't even have to be an old person. Obviously, they could be anybody.
It's not introducing a new, psychiatry
assessment metric.
Yeah. I mean, I don't even think we're saying that for Feinstein, right? Yeah, no.
Like I say, I would not have a problem with a mandatory retirement age in government. I really.
Let's talk about that when Bernie's gone.
Yeah, I guess that's true. Well, I mean, look, it's not going to happen anytime soon. But I'm not against that idea in principle, to be honest with you.